Right, so David Bradley, aka Schizophreniforms, and we're on week 6 of the Viking challenge, and the end of week 6. I fucked it up. I'm not gonna lie, I fucked it up. So I haven't trained because mainly a financial thing, but also just like drinking too much. And I've just been watching this video. Where is it? Watching one of my videos called 2 Weeks Sober and How I Achieved This from last September, and it made me realise that, yeah, like, I'm only going to make a real significant change if I commit to it fully, and I really need to step up a notch and sort of think about, like, who do I actually want to be at the end of this year that I've set myself this arbitrary challenge. Because there was a lot of good things going on. There's a lot of good things going on, and then the doubts step in, or the desire to drink, or the desire to smoke weed, or the desire to, and even if I don't do the things that I think that I'm getting tempted to do, it weakens my resolve, having these ideas in the back of my head constantly all the time, like, oh, it'd be nice to have some beer now. And last week, as I think I said in the video, I did drink, and it's a bit of a letdown to myself, because that derailed one practice session, and then I just felt like shit for the rest of the week. And then, just so many things just combining in my head that are just like making me feel like I don't want to get fit, because then it means I can't do the things that make me ill or unfit. And it's just like, it's a paradox. It's just like, why would I just want to not be healthy? Like, there's no reason for it. I'm seeing great results. I'm feeling really good about myself, but I'm also not living. And I think that is kind of the issue, is like, I've still got a lot of things that I need to address in my life if I'm going to make this a good, positive year. And it's also just the simple fact of just like having that strength of resolve and just being like, fuck yeah, I'm going to get down that fucking gym, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to come out, I know I'll feel amazing after I do it, and I just need to actually get over that inbuilt fear, or that laziness, or that natural inclination towards not progressing because it's easier not to. With that said, it's now 5 weeks, I think, since I've quit smoking, and I'm barely using this thing very often, which is good. I've cut down my use of it. I moved from nicotine patches. So I'm not using nicotine patches. I'm barely using the snooze things. I'm barely vaping. But I have been drinking, and that needs to stop. And I'm thinking, actually, I need to completely stop drinking now, because I'm not going to do this any other way unless I just completely stop drinking. I don't think I'm going to achieve my goals otherwise. Yeah. So this is just a little side note for that sort of thing. Cheers. Bloody yeah. Continuing on from where I was earlier, I'm out. Well, it's hard to see outside in the sunshine, getting a little bit of the last remaining vitamin D for the year. And as I was saying earlier, like, I've got that video that I posted in September 2017, and it sort of made me want to strengthen my resolve a bit again. Made me want to go, like, maybe actually this drinking and fucking off the gym and messing around and not doing things properly as I want to is problematic. So I've written down 7 things that I'm going to do over the next month, or for the next month, and I just thought I'd share them with you now. So I'm going to not drink for a month, so that's thing 1. I'm going to 1 month of no alcohol. I'm going completely vegan, because the only thing I was doing before was eating chicken. Other than that, there was nothing that was animal products in my diet whatsoever. So I'm going to go properly vegan, just for 1 month, to see if it helps clear up the rest of my skin issues. I'm going to start monitoring my diet again, like with that app again, because I stopped doing that, and it makes it hard to navigate what's actually the appropriate amount of food to be eating, and whether I need to eat that much. And And yeah, what have I put here? And bulk cooking as well. I'm going to start doing the massive bulk cooks again. And then I'm going to add 1 day extra a week at the gym just for cardio. So I'll maybe do 3 or 4 days at the gym now. So to make sure I'm getting cardio, because I'm not cycling at the moment and I'm really feeling the difference. So that's something I really need to like sort of reintegrate, is a bit of cardio, because I'm starting to get a little chubby on the belly again. And then number 4, I'll come back to it in 1 second. 4, which comes directly from the September video last year called 2 weeks sober and how I've achieved this. Obviously it's been a very long time since I achieved relative sobriety, but I still drink on occasion, so that hence the wanting to stop for a month. But also it reminded me that one of the big things when I first stopped was that I wanted to seek some kind of spiritual guidance, or some kind of like spiritual dimension back to my life, because it's an innate part of me how I tend to function anyway, but I don't actually take it seriously. I don't actually legitimize it or make it a valid part of my life. So I'm going to try and seek some advice on, and try and find like a group, or whether it be a Buddhist center, or whether it be whatever it may be, seek someone that knows my kind of spirituality and then seek their guidance as to what I should be doing to make my spiritual side of my life more effective and legitimized. And part of that is number 5, which is I want to research potentially doing a Vipassana retreat, which is like an intensive Buddhist meditation. I think it's 5 or 6 days, and you do like the entire day, like 10 hours, I think, meditation in a day. And I'm not saying I'm able to do that now, but it's something that I'd be really interested in doing once I've built up a bit more resolve. Point 6 is that I want to add a mandatory 15 minutes of meditation. And I noticed that Sam Harris, who's someone I really respect, he's quite a public figure with atheism and meditation and spirituality in general, which is a bit of a concoction of a mix, but it's quite interesting. Has an app that does guided meditation, so I'm thinking about doing that. And then the last point is just I'm going to stop drinking coffee again, because that's what caused all of this sort of denigration back into bad habits. And I'm going to try and quit vaping, so I want to be completely nicotine free. So that'll be an interesting challenge. So I'll pick up the rest at home. Peace. All in the trees. So yeah, I'm now at home. Ta-da-da-da, by the magic of TV editing, I am at home. Where did I get to? Yeah, so I'm going to do meditation and spirituality, that kind of aspect of things, because what has been abundantly apparent to me in the past couple of weeks where I've been feeling a bit crappy is that I feel like I'm doing my classic all or nothing approach, like the idea that either I have to be gym fitness and just fitness and that's it, or a musician, laser waste man, do whatever and have spiritual ideas and blah 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 blah. And what I realise is that neither of those perspectives serve me particularly well on their own, because then I'm always leaning back and forth one way or the other to the alternate state of mind or framework. So yeah, that's just a little side note really. I'm going to go do some cooking, which I'm going to take you through the process of re-cooking with you. So yeah, I'll be back in a jiffy with that. Right, so we've got the classic 1 kilo of whole grain brown rice, which we are going to decant into the pan with one hand somehow. Actually no, we won't. Well, I'll show you what it is first. Brown rice. We've got tricolor quinoa. Lovely stuff actually. And as you can see, it's quite the resourceful food source. So let's see. Very little fat, loads of carbs, loads of fibre, loads of protein. For what it is, it's pretty good. So I'm going to put all of that in one. And I'm going to put at least 2 of these tins of beans in it as well, but I can't guarantee these are vegan. In fact, let me have a look. Does not say they're vegetarian or vegan status. I can't see any reason. There we go. So the vegetarian, I'm guessing. Hold on, I'll be back in. Haricot beans, tomatoes, water, salt, blah 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 blah. I can't see anything that's an animal product in there, but it only says suitable for vegetarians, so it could be vegan, who knows. But it's vegetarian anyway, so that's good enough for me. The 1 kilogram of brown rice. To the infamous pan of joy. Now obviously there's going to be herbs and spices in this because that's how I roll, man. But that's the tricolor quinoa, which is actually amazing stuff. It just tastes nice. The texture of it's awesome. It's really good for you. It's like goodish source of protein and carbs. And I'm going to boil all this up, all this lovely mix of rice and quinoa. And actually, what else we're going to add to this is... Are they in the cupboard still? Are they in the cupboard still? Don't know where they are, but are they in the cupboard? Hold on, I'll be back in a second. Alright, this is what I was looking for. Red split lentils. Good, good. A good pour of these. And so basically, I'm thinking kind of just day-to-day munch thing. So it's basically exactly the same as what I had with chicken, but I'm replacing the chicken with lentils and beans, basically. It's the only difference, really. Kettle's just boiled, so it's time to get this shit on the go. Cover the water with about a centimetre deep. Actually, give it a bit more than that because it's got the lentils and quinoa. Okay, right. On the boil, I will come back to show you what herbs and spices I add to it. I want to show you something else I got this week. A couple of things I got. Because I didn't actually do the food diary last week, so these are last week's things. And then I'll do a new one probably tomorrow. But I got this organic porridge, 5 grain with oats, rye, barley, buckwheat, quinoa and seeds. It's actually really nice. Enjoyed it, had it with a bit of fruit and soy milk and stuff. It was really nice. So that would have been good. And then I got from myprotein.com, which I'll leave a link to. I got a kilogram of peanut butter. And I'm thinking I might change to almond butter or something, or like a dry ground butter, I don't know, but I don't know whether I'm going a bit mad with that. But at the moment, it contains naturally occurring sugar, but no added sugars or salts. Whole skin on. Do it for spread or cooking agent. Separation of oils, natural, stir it back in. Blah 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 blah. Suitable for vegetarians and vegans. That's the main thing, anyway. It goes in there, and then I also got something which obviously isn't vegan because it's whey protein, but is vegetarian. But it was just I couldn't afford the normal stuff, so I got like a kilogram of that anyway. Impact whey protein for quite a reasonable price. I also have been having these ready to wok medium noodles, which I gather are, well, it says vegetarian, so it's good. And I've been flavouring with soy sauce. I mean, my spice collection here is badass actually. So we've got loads in the box. I'll show you my spice collection while we're here. So we've got various kinds of chili things. Makeup here for some reason. Chilies, salts, garlic oil, balsamic vinegar, normal vinegar, cider vinegar, Jack Daniel's sauce, soy sauce, malt vinegar. That's the cider vinegar. We've got rapeseed oil, olive oil. And then in regards to other herbs and spices, we have a nicely categorised box. We've got all this good shit in here. All this lovely like turmeric. That's going. So actually, that's going to go in the rice. Turmeric. We've got not curry powder, cloves, no. Chili powder. Yes, we'll have a bit of chili powder because we're going to have the beans in there as well. Garam masala definitely because I love it. MSG, if there's any left. Yes, there is. MSG. So they're all the spices that are going in this concoction of various proteiny, carby stuff. And then we've got the infamous box mix as well, which is just a combination of like 50 different spices and herbs that we've so it just ends up in the box. And then I've got naturalism. I can do my old basil, thyme, marjoram, oregano and parsley. So that's all groovy there. That's all going to go in the beans, and then the beans are going to go in there. And I'm going to add to this. I'm going to add more water to this because it's clearly not enough. But quickly before we add the water, we got chili salt, which I got off my mum for Christmas. There's quite a bit of that. And then add this water, just boil. Try and get a nice layer, because there is so much dry grains in here that. Yes, mate. Lovely. Just enough left for a cup of tea, hopefully. No. Cool. Be right back. Bring that on about this temperature for around 20 odd minutes. Come back then. Then we will add the beans and various things. So I'm going to make the bean concoction now, and then we can add that in a bit. So 1 second. So for our beans, we are adding the remainder of my garlic oil. Got all the lovely bits of garlic in it anyway. I'm going to get a bit of rapeseed oil. Just to make sure we get all our essential omegas. There we go. And a little bit of olive oil as well. Plenty of oil, good. Lots of ranges of oil. Now, what else have we got here? Bit of soy sauce to add a salty flavour. Just going to make the pan fly up loads, which is good. Woo! That's some more of the shit. And once we've got this up to temperature, we stand back a bit, add a bit of balsamic as well. And then we add the garam masala. Then chili powder. Not too much with the chili powder, don't go mad. MSG. Come on. There we go, you can't necessarily see that, but there was quite a lot of MSG there. And then, now we've got this brewed mix here. We take our baked beans. Hold on, I'll put the camera down. Rest assured, while you can't see me, I'm opening a tin of beans. Which I fucked up with one hand, that's great. There we go. Nice satisfying sound of frying beans. As I balls up that tin, we're going to have to get another one from the cupboard. Luckily I have reserve beans because I've been eating so goddamn many of them. I'm still here. Don't feel lonely now. I'm still with you. Still with you now. Be back. My phone momentarily there. Hey look, it's the boy. Hey boy. Hi boy. Hi Macy. Thank you for closing the drawer. That's very, very responsible of you. Thank you. What a lad. What a ledge. What a lad and a ledge. So we've got all that lovely saucy shit all fried up in here, frying with the beans. I just spilled loads on the side. Balls. Oh well, that's fine. What happens when you're looking to do a viewfinder instead of paying attention to what you're doing? I tell you boy how to work. I had the layer of herbs to make these incredible beans even more incredible. And then turn this down. Oh shit, did that again. Nicely distributed. Let's try some. We'll take that temperature down. So that's the price, isn't it? We'll take the temperature down on this one. I'm going to leave those two bad boys to simmer for about another, say 15 minutes while I clean up all the crap on the hob. Simmering, clean the hob. These beans looking nicey. Make sure they don't burn. Lush beans though, Mm. Look at my face enjoying them. Mm. Mm. Good. Oh, oh, I love a kick. That's great. Right, cool. I'll be back. So this I've now turned the heat off and leave it letting it just bubble away. This is on the simmer for at least another 10 or 15 minutes. But it's looking lush, like the composition is nice. But we'll see what it actually tastes like when it's done. Now to enjoy a relaxing cup of Darth Vader tea. Remember, I replaced all the sugar in my diet, well, all the extra, like added sugar in tea and coffee with this agave syrup, hence you can see it's gone. But I got that this week.